Welcome to the Chrysalis Temple, a sacred portal where the quantum meets the mystical. We awaken timelines, dissolve limits, and embody the frequency of your highest self. Welcome to the Chrysalis Temple podcast. This is your sacred space for deep cellular remembrance, alchemical transformation, and a coming back to your divine feminine power. Welcome back, beloveds. We have another, I think, amazing episode transmission coming through because honestly, to share that the way I record this, it's like a transmission. I just get on here and let it all flow. So, today's topic, today's episode transmission is going into a space, talking about a place that most of us try to avoid. We're talking about the void, the space of in between, the darkness, the emptiness, the nothingness. Yeah. Like, even saying that, how does that feel? Does that bring up any kind of emotions within you when we're talking about the void? Does it feel uncomfortable? Because this is a place a lot of us feel that there is no clarity, so much uncertainty, so much confusion, feeling stuck, empty. You don't have any answers and you're just there. Yeah. And this place, it's in the in between. It is a place of where your old self does not exist anymore, but you haven't fully embodied the new version of yourself. You haven't fully stepped into that frequency yet. And so the void it's an important space, and it is very sacred. As much as we would like to, press forward and move on from this place, it is necessary. It is a necessary step in this growth, in transformation, because it is the transformation. It is the fertile soil where the seed really truly begins to grow. And sometimes it's really, really uncomfortable because you're going through this pressure, while at the same time, it looks like on the outside, right? Nothing is happening. Nothing's changing. Everything is kind of the same. While internally, everything is shifting. And I love this topic of the void because it relates to so many different processes. It is so relatable to nature, to natural cycles. Like I just mentioned, it's that kind of example of when you planted a seed, right? And on top, the soil, you see no changes, but underneath where that seed has planted, so much pressure is happening, so much is transforming within that space in order to then for that seed to grow and push through the soil, right? And to come out with the little leaf stems, everything. So this is that space. It is necessary. And it happens on so many different layers, so many different ways. In nature, it happens in our cycles when we our menstrual cycles. When we go into the luteal, we're in that space of in between. We're shedding our old self, we're shedding all the things that have happened during our cycle, during the follicular and ovulation space, and we're in this in between space of the rebirth, right? Same happens within the womb, within the cosmic womb, and within the actual womb of a woman who is pregnant. On the, let's say, in the early stages, it looks like nothing is happening, but within, life is being created. The transformation is happening. So this space, this emptiness, this nothingness is really sacred and important. It is a vital step in transformation, because during this process is when you get to bridge this energetic timeline, right? This the change in frequency and vibration from the old to the new. This is where you bridge that. It is in between this uncertainty, this stuckness, this darkness, where you bridge that gap. And so that's why it is such an important step. This transformation, this void, this descent, this emptiness happens in all of the ancient mystery schools. That's how it went down. You had to go, in order to, to transform, to become this new version of yourself. In order to ascend, you had to descend, die to the old version of yourself, completely crumble, fall apart. This is our tower moment. While that moment is heavy emotionally, right? The letting go, the falling apart and the crumbling, it feels very intense emotionally. But then you move into the space of what's happening now? Where am I? I'm no longer this, but I'm not quite that yet. And so in mystery schools, again, like I was saying, that this descent happens. You go in and you stay within that emptiness, within that void. This is the process of alchemy, transformation, going into embodiment. This is how the priestess is trained. This is how the teachers, the gurus, whatever, you go through that process. And this is where you do a lot of the internal work in order to embody the frequency of that version of yourself, in order to embody that vibration of yourself, in order to embody that energy where you're not just, talking for the sake of talking. You're walking the talk, you're doing the thing, you're living it. The space of transformation is necessary. It is sacred. It is a ritual. It is a process. And it is a process that a lot of times we don't want to go into. We'd like to, like I said, skip it, not feel it. This doesn't feel good, but this is for real embodied transformation, this space is necessary, because when you are able to, within the emptiness, the nothingness, the darkness, where you don't see, I keep doing this because I just keep seeing the void as this this dark room that you're in, that you're being thrown into, and you have to navigate yourself through it. right? Or like you have a blindfold on and you have to continue to navigate and walk around and do things. This is what kind of the void feels like. I'm sure a lot of you have been in this space of suspension, right? This, I'm not there, I'm not that, but I'm not here yet. And you know how it feels. This is what it feels like for me. Let me know if you're in this, you know, suspension period now, or you've been through it, what it felt like for you. And this year is really also, we're numerologically in the year 9, we're also in that closing out cycles, we're closing out chapter cycles, version of ourselves, we're letting it go and stepping into this unknown. We're not quite in the space of the new version of ourselves yet. And so for me personally, I'll share, and this is what I believe this space is asking us to do as well. It's all about having surrender, having faith, being able to surrender, letting go of these outcomes of physical markers, right? That change is happening. We're letting go of that and we're surrendering to the process. We are flowing. We are not in resistance to this space, because when you resist this space, you can get stuck there even longer, because you are resisting having to sit in the stillness and the nothingness and look through all of it. This is the space where you have to bring your nervous system on board. This is a space of where you get to rewire your nervous system to receive, to expand, to feel safe. This is the real work. And so I was saying that this year being numerologically 9, having to close out a lot of these cycles, I have been feeling into this space myself, even though there is so many things within that are happening on the outside. It feels like I am suspended. I am in limbo. I am in a space of nothing is happening, right? And this year I have, even though at times there was this kind of like, but I want this, but I see this, but I've learned to surrender and to allow this space to just be, to notice, instead of having to push or resist this process, allowing this process to happen, because I know deep within that this is something so magical and so beautiful and necessary for that full transformation, to be able to embody this new frequency fully, right? And so, like I was saying, I'm sure we've all been in this space, especially if you're on the path of transformation, of healing yourself, of remembering who you truly are. And the, like I said, the thing with this phase is surrendering, having faith, because a lot of times during this, you can lose faith. You can begin to think that, oh, well, it's not meant for me, or I'm not this, or it's not going to happen, because on the outside, nothing seems to be happening. But this is where the nervous system rewire comes in. This is where you have to really, truly stick to your routine, to your ritual, to your work, your inner work. Stay consistent to that inner work, however that looks like for you. For me, the biggest thing is breath. It is truly so easy, so natural for us, and it is very, very transformational. So for me, breath has been the thing. So before going about your day, if that resonates, for me it works to do it upon rising, but take a look for yourself. So, or any other kind of work that you do, whether it's journaling, somatic work, I would say connecting with the body, because once again, the body, it holds the memory. It within the nervous system, maybe there's still pieces of information within the cells, right, that are clinging on to that old story of the wound, of the program, of the belief, right? So you work through that by breathing through it, by letting the body know that it's okay, you can let go, you can release that. And then rewire for expansion, because the nervous system clings on to that old self, right? Because that's what's familiar, that's what has been working for X amount of years. Why would I choose to go into this unknown territory? Breath, nervous system, rewire, regulation, all of that, that's where it comes in. Because the nervous system will try to cling on to the old, but you have to bring yourself back and breathe and allow the body to feel safe in this unknown, in this portal of creation, of this infinite quantum potential that exists, but it's not safe for the nervous, that at least the nervous system feels it is unsafe. And so through breath, through this release, through somatic work, you bring yourself back to safety, back to presence, back to stillness, back to you. And yeah, so during this phase of this uncertainty, of this descent and transformation and alchemical process, so important to really make yourself feel safe, the body feels safe, the nervous system feels safe, and expand into expand the safety. So you become more and more and more comfortable within the unknown. And so with that being said, I want to take you through a little very short, simple breath where you can feel into that safety, right, within your own body. So when you're ready, let's begin. Just find yourself a comfortable sitting position, and just allow yourself to really sink into your body, into your presence, into your breath, and allow the breath to move through you. Just notice how your breath is naturally as you inhale and you exhale. Now on inhalation, feel your body filling up with gold and white light. And as you exhale, You release any thoughts, emotions, any tensions within the body. Just release it all. Inhaling, feeling that light now in the center of your chest. Exhale, expand that light all around you. Just like that. Inhaling and exhaling. And with each exhale, know that you are releasing anything that is no longer serving you, any old stories, any old beliefs, any programs that are no longer serving you, that are not for your highest good, that are not your true self. Letting all of that go. Any wounds, any unconscious programming, any energies, thought forms, all of that, just releasing it with each exhalation. Inhaling, filling your lungs, your chest, your belly with gold and white light. Exhaling, releasing any of these things that are not serving you any longer. Beautiful. And now, when you're ready, just taking a deep inhalation in, big Buddha belly, and hold that inhalation at the top. And now take an extra sip of breath through your mouth and hold it. Relax, neck, jaw, shoulders, everything's fully relaxed. And hold that, feel that expansion, feel that emptiness, that nothingness. And know that you are safe. You are okay and you are safe. And when you're ready, just exhale it out. And just give yourself a moment to come back, to feel what you feel. Let the body move how it wants to move. And when you're ready, one more time, inhale that in, hold it at the top, zip it in, hold, feel that emptiness, that nothingness, that expansion. Allow every cell within your body to expand, create more space, more. Expand it out beyond your limits. And when you're ready, exhale it out. Receive, let yourself flow. Notice what you notice. And one more time, when you're ready, inhale it in, hold it at the top, zip it in through your mouth, expand more beyond what you believe is possible, beyond any limitations, physical, mental, emotional, energetic. Expand it out. Expand more in order to receive, to create more space within the vessel to receive more. Knowing that you are safe to receive more. And when you're ready, exhale it out. And just let your breath come back to your natural way of breathing. And allow yourself to now integrate all of this new information into every cell of your being. Letting it integrate, embody at a cellular level. Just knowing that you are safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Knowing that you are quantum potential. It is all within you. I am. I am. I am. And when you are ready, gently coming back to the space, to the room, to yourself, allowing yourself to open your eyes and come back. And just allowing this integration to continue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until it is fully stabilized and complete within the body system. Yes. Allowing yourself to integrate this fully, deeply in every cell of your being. And I would just like to let you know and invite you to, first of all, I invite you to like, subscribe, comment, leave your insights, downloads, what you liked, maybe what you didn't like. Leave the comments. I love feedback from you guys. If you're enjoying this, let me know what season, what phase, what cycle you are, what stage of the cycle you are in your life. Are you right now in the death, in the crumbling, in the tower moment? Are you in the void space? Are you in this in between where you're not your new version yet, but you can't go back to being that old version of yourself any longer? Or are you fully stepping into this new version of yourself, this new phase of your life, this new chapter, this new cycle within your life? Where are you right now? Let me know if this is resonating with you, and if it is, if this feels in alignment, if you feel like, yes, I feel this deep within my soul, this process of transformation. Look out for, because I will be making a video soon on, I'm going to have a 3-day live event. It will be online, fully online, but it will be a live event where we're going to be going deep into this cycle of death, void, rebirth. We're going to be taking it really deeply with quantum breath, with quantum activations and such, to really anchor in this process of death, void, rebirth. And so if this is calling to you, if this is something you're interested in, be on the lookout, because I will have a video posted soon with more information about this live event. And so thank you guys once again. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye bye, beautiful souls.